some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Hokies will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Yellow Jackets offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to pass. It's Horn. Punts it out of the air. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Hokies.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. The play action fake. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess...
Turning it on! And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that one.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Horn. Just a short pass to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that Yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense up front? Their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Skips away from pressure. He's open on the right. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Moving out to the right. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Cox. Makes the grab. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Rushes on him. Catch in the middle. It's Sampson. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Hokies are on the move. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Pulls it in. It's Reese. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter.
Gain of 17 on the play.
That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period, 1st down here. Leaves it with the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. You is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's Cox. Working that left side now. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll get him down inside the 5, and this offense powering toward a score. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
I mean, 4th and goal, and what does he do? He makes plays. This is why quarterbacks with this kind of athletic ability are so hard to stop. Big-time money down on 4th down, and the quarterback makes the play for him.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And tackled there by the defense.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Hokies. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one methods.
He's got it down the left side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. And the Yellow Jackets in the hurry up. To the air, it's Horde.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Spears. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. He's going to let it go. Makes the catch on the left. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Quarterback moving. He'll try to do it himself. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw, it's Cox. Under fire. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks. He's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box as he moved and throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And this one will be a 57-yard attempt. He'll unleash it from the right hash. Kick comes up short, and he's going to try to bring it back. Powers through. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun 1st half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw, it's Cox. Hauls it in. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that 1st half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously he's inaccurate in his pass.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got a man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the 1st once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Firing toward the end zone. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick 6. He'll have to settle for setting up his offense. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got him downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
To the air, it's Horn. Finds his target down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes.
Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Looking downfield, it's Horn. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Working that left side. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's the handoff. Finds a crease at the 20. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. Now from inside the red zone. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the comeback is on. Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game lead. Gets the back moving. On the option. The pitch. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
It's complete on the right side. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Yellow Jackets have a lot of options on second and inches. Back to pass, it's Horn. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Got it in the middle, it's Fleming. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Finds the tight end. Still running at the 40. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. Right on the money. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Cox. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Makes the grab. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The give and tick, 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 tick. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
And that is a statement play for this offense. With the lead, everyone knows you're going to run the football, including the defense, and they still can't stop you.
Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
No gain on the play.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to throw, it's Horn. Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset. But to my eyes, we saw two really good teams.